Welcome to the instructional video titled Vimeo.com Using Social Media to Engage Students. My name is Jill Jonas. I'm a 7th grade language arts teacher at Clark Middle School in Winchester, Kentucky. I'm currently a graduate student in the Library Science program at Eastern Kentucky University. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how you can use Vimeo.com, a social media site, to engage your students in learning. Are your tests usually multiple choice and/or short answer tests? Do you have your students write essays or research papers when you finish a unit? Well, what if your assessments looked like this instead?
Rosa Parks was born on February 4th, 1913 to James Macaulay and Leona Edwards. Her mother, and her brother Sylvester moved to their grandmother's farm in Pine Level, Alabama when her parents separated. As a child, she was inspired by her mother and her maternal grandparents. They all believed that human beings should be treated equally. In 1939, Rosa married a barber from Montgomery named Raymond Parks. He was a member of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or the NAACP. Rosa worked various jobs, including everything from a domestic worker to a housekeeper, a seamstress to a hospital aide. In 1933, with the help and support of her husband, Rosa finished her high school education at the age of 20. She was elected to be the volunteer secretary to the president of the NAACP, Edgar Nixon, in 1943. During this time, blacks and whites were not considered equal. Rosa is well known as the mother of the modern-day civil rights movement. The first major experience she had with this was on December 1st, 1955, in the black section of a Montgomery bus. Here is Rosa's personal account of what happened that day.
I was arrested on December 1st, 1955 for refusing to stand up on the orders of the bus driver after the white seats had been occupied in the front. And of course I was not in the front of the bus as many people had written and spoken that I got on the bus and took the front seat, but I did not. I took a seat that was just back of where the white people were sitting.
It can look like this with Vimeo.com. Why should you use Vimeo.com in your classroom? Here's what students have to say about using Vimeo.com. Joe W., a 7th grader, says, "I'm a terrible writer, and using Vimeo.com helped me show what I learned." And Taylor M., another 7th grader, said, "I think I learned a lot more by watching videos my friends made and commenting on them on Vimeo.com." So what is Vimeo.com? It's a free online sharing resource where students upload and comment on videos similar to YouTube. What makes Vimeo.com different? Vimeo.com allows the user to limit access to content, and teachers can set up groups that are only available to their students. Why is this important? Teachers and students can use Vimeo.com inside and outside of the classroom to engage students in their learning. This energizes classroom discussions and can help meet course learning goals. How do you know Vimeo.com does all of these things? Research. A study published in 2011 in Library Media Connection by Harlan, Bruce, and Lupton found that teens learn by gathering information, thinking about the information, and creating. Other research, like that found in College Teaching by Shearer and Shea, found that student production of videos can create a transformative space within the curriculum to support and enhance student media literacy, active learning, and project-based inquiry. Why use Vimeo.com? It's user-friendly. Vimeo.com has tutorials for every activity. As they say on their website, we make everything easy. Our tools are built for everyone. No technical knowledge required. It's also easy to upload videos, and most importantly, you only share your videos with whom you choose. Now, you're probably thinking, how can I use Vimeo.com in my classroom? Here's an example. You teach social studies, and you just completed a unit relating to Black History Month. You want your students to demonstrate mastery, but you want an alternative to a research paper. So, you give your students an alternative summative assessment using Vimeo.com. Here's the instructions for the summative assessment for Black History Month unit, which is what we viewed earlier in this instructional video. Your first step, create a video that demonstrates your knowledge of African American experience in the United States, which includes the following. It must be about a historical person we studied in the unit. The video has information on specific events that the person did to affect the African American experience in the United States, and it includes images, text, and audio. Second part, students must accept the invitation to join the class's Vimeo.com group and upload their video. And finally, students must also comment on 2 other student videos. Must be original comments and must respond directly to the content of the video, and must include one thing the student learned from the video. Other content areas can use Vimeo.com too. For example, language arts teachers can have their students create a book talk of a novel and then upload and comment on them on Vimeo.com. Science teachers can have students upload and comment on videos they create to show the interactions in an ecosystem. And math teachers can have their students create an instructional video on how to solve story problems. But Vimeo.com isn't just for content area teachers. Related arts teachers can use it as well. Health teachers can have students upload and comment on each other's videos on preventing drug use. Music, band, and orchestra teachers can have students create and upload music videos relating to the music currently being studied. And art teachers can have their students create videos that demonstrate a technique that the class has been studying. Having students demonstrate mastery using Vimeo.com supports 21st century learner goals because, to be empowered for the 21st century, our students need to be able to think critically, solve problems, be creative and innovative, communicate and collaborate, use technology and media, be self-directed, be curious, and learn for a lifetime. As you can see, Vimeo.com allows students to demonstrate all of these 21st century learner skills. Want to learn more? Go to Vimeo Part 2 at librarywpsite.wordpress.com to learn how to use Vimeo.com in your classroom.